next few days or so. The cold right now is across the very far northeast of Europe, and what we're going to find over the next few days, certainly by around Sunday time, is the cold air mass will be right on top of us, and with that we're going to see some wintry flurries coming in, initially towards eastern parts of the UK. Beyond that, the future a little bit more uncertain, but what you will notice is that cold, biting easterly wind heading our way. But that's still not for another 2 or 3 days. Now this afternoon it's becoming brighter because it has been a slightly mucky start to the day in terms of cloud and also drizzle. So what we're going to see is outbreaks of light drizzle here and there, but thicker cloud across the north of the UK. Some sunny spells across parts of Scotland. The feature of the weather across western Britain today, tonight, and indeed into tomorrow will be the strength of the wind coming in from the south. In fact, gale force winds later on developing on some of these Irish Sea coasts, and also the tips of Wales as well, and into Cornwall. But here it's still relatively mild. On the thermometer this afternoon we're talking around about 8 degrees or so, but probably feeling just that little bit more chilly with that strong southerly wind. Now, as far as central southern England is concerned, the Midlands and the southeast of England, right until daylight hours, end of daylight hours that is, will keep those sunny spells. So let's take a look at the weather then as we go through this evening. The strong southerly winds blasting their way from the south with heavy rain at times. Most of the time it'll be drizzle on coasts. Further east we've got that colder, drier continental air, so that means that we dawn Friday on a frosty note across eastern parts of the UK, but further westwards we still have that weather front with the rain stalled in this place and those strong gusty winds coming in. But what you will definitely have is the dry, bright weather across most central and eastern parts of the UK. So that's Friday out of the way. How about the weekend? Well, Saturday we start to drag in very slowly that colder, drier continental air. It'll be pushing away the weather fronts further and further westwards, so that means more and more of us will see the dry or have the dry weather. And then Saturday night into the early hours of Sunday, that cold air, remember those arrows I showed earlier on, well and truly arrives from the continent. You'll notice the snow flurries forming across the North Sea. Initially, the snow flurries will be anywhere from eastern Scotland, eastern England, down into East Anglia and Kent. Further inland, it shouldn't be snowing, at least at this stage. Cold on Sunday, +1 on the thermometer. Add that biting easterly wind, it's going to feel more like -4 to -7 degrees. So a big change on the way. We're watching this space, particularly eastern Britain initially, possibly a